History is destiny. God shapes us in ways that He wants. And He did that most of all in His Son, Jesus Christ, who was named like Moses. Moses' name had something significant to say about him. The name of Jesus does the same. He will save His people from their sins. History is destiny. And Jesus, set apart by God, would come to rescue us and deliver us. And we see the history of Moses replicated in the life of Jesus Himself. This little baby in Bethlehem being persecuted by Herod as he has this decree to kill all the infant boys under 2 years of age or 3 years of age. And what do the parents of Jesus do, Mary and Joseph? But they take this chosen child, this precious child, and they take him to Egypt, of all places. To Egypt, where the enemies of God reside, so that he could be protected from the wrath of Herod. And then what does Matthew do in his gospel? But towards the end of that second chapter, he says that God called him out of Egypt and brought him back when Herod had passed away, because God destroyed Herod even as He destroyed Pharaoh in the waters. God brings His Son back into Palestine, and He says, "Out of Egypt have I called my Son, drawn from the waters." Don't you see it? Out of Egypt have I called my Son. Jesus is the one who brings us a greater deliverance than what Moses would accomplish, because He goes to the cross to deliver us from sin. And He wins victory. Jesus is the one of whom the Psalms spoke, who goes into the waters of death. But He dies and goes into the grave. But God does not abandon His Son. He comes and on the third day rescues Him from death and delivers Him and brings Him up to a safe place, into heaven itself. Exalted, safe and secure. History is destiny. God saves us and delivers us through Jesus, through His great work.